MGNREGA, the scheme millions of rural families fall back on when money runs out, could be headed for its biggest reset in years. A new name, more workdays, but also a very big change in who pays. Supporters are calling it reform, critics are calling it dilution. So what's actually on the table? Let's break it down. MGNREGA, the Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act, was passed in 2005 and renamed in 2009. It guarantees up to 100 days of wage employment every year to rural households willing to do unskilled manual work. Over time, it's become a safety net during droughts, job losses, and crises. Now, the centre has circulated a draft bill with wide-ranging changes. First, the name. MGNREGA would be renamed the Viksit Bharat Guarantee for Rozgar and Ajivika Mission Grameen or VBG Ramji. Second, the workdays. The guarantee goes up from 100 days to 125 days a year. Third, and this is the flashpoint, the funding model. Right now, the centre bears 100% of wage costs and 75% of material costs. States pay the rest of the materials. Under the draft, it shifts to a 60-40 split between the centre and states across wages, materials, and administrative costs. So states would now shoulder 40% of the total bill. The draft estimates annual spending at around 1.51 lakh rupees crore, with the centre contributing about 95,700 crore rupees. But critics' big question is, can poorer states realistically afford this without cutting work, delaying payments, or both? The renaming has also triggered political pushback. The Congress has opposed dropping Mahatma Gandhi's name, calling it unnecessary symbolism. The BJP says the change fits a broader Viksit Bharat vision. The draft also gives the centre more control over how the program runs. It allows the union government to decide where the scheme will operate, instead of universal coverage by default. And states would be allowed to suspend MGNREGA work for up to 60 days a year during peak sowing or harvesting seasons. Critics say that cuts against the idea of a continuous employment guarantee. Labour groups and economists argue the changes weaken the legal guarantee. Their concerns include the ban on contractors being diluted, the work within 5 kilometers guarantee being weakened, and states, not the centre, paying unemployment allowance and delay compensation. In short, they fear it could shift from a rights-based guarantee to an allocation-based scheme, where access depends more on budgets than need. So yes, on paper, 125 days sounds like an expansion. But if states have to pay more and the centre has tighter control, the real question is, will rural workers actually get more work or more uncertainty? We'll track what happens next. For more sharp explainers on policies that hit everyday lives, subscribe to Business Standard.